Morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a lot of charts to talk about, so let's jump straight into the content. Yesterday or last week we had a little lesson in history, and we'll see what history could tell us about the Bitcoin price and if we potentially hit a bottom. Percentage wise, that wasn't really the case. Time wise, it was. And some other trends that are backing that up is the bullish divergence that we were talking about. I've looked it up 2 months ago. This divergence that we were looking at is the price having a downward sloping trend and the RSI having an upward sloping trend. And I told you about that 2 months ago. To show you, which nobody is talking about right now, is this upwards going RSI, right? And the price is going sideways and lower, which means that this is what we call a bullish divergence. So 2 months ago we talked about this pattern unfolding. It is on the weekly chart, so it will take a few weeks or even months maybe in order to play out. But you can see that the relative strength index of Bitcoin was getting stronger, and you can see that we are basically bouncing off. Let me just, we are basically bouncing off that negative trend line that we were creating in the RSI, right? You can see that right here. So this upward sloping trend that we had, you can see that we bounced off of that, and which leads me to believe that that we will see some sideways continuation maybe even some relief in the coming weeks, right? So that's the bullish divergence that that is playing out. If you want to, we've got a regular bullish divergence, which is what we were talking about right here. The RSI was going up while the price was going down. If we look at a bearish divergence, which is the other way around, price going up while the RSI is getting down, this was a huge indicator that we missed in the previous run, because let me show you how this is that bearish divergence that we were talking about. The price had a higher high, and the RSI, if we look at it, this was the top, and the price had the RSI had a very significant lower high, which also takes some weeks to unfold. The price already adjusted after that, but that took a few weeks. But that is the bearish divergence we're talking about. Do you also have a hidden bullish divergence or bearish divergence? But I'm not necessarily looking at it that much. But on the weekly time frame, you can see that the bullish divergence that we talked about 2 months ago is playing out. We can see some curvature coming in, and let's see if we can get some sideways action, or maybe even get a little relief rally, right? Because that bullish divergence is very interesting that we talked about, and time will tell, right? So let's just get into the oh, let me remove the drawings. Just remove this because otherwise it's a little messy. Just go into the 4-hour chart, because right now I saw this trend that you can see that created and is keeping us and holding us down right now. And at the moment of recording this video, you can see that we are trying to break this trend. What we are looking for is close above the line,
retest it, and this could be a very interesting long position, right? One could argue that you could call this a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I'm not really fond of that pattern, but you can see that this trend line is being broken, and right now, and we still have 2 hours left in this candle, so we have to wait until we see confirmation of that, right? So that's it for the 4 hourly. Let's jump into the 1 hourly right here. Let me auto scale this one. And what you can see right now is that this is the same trend line on the 1 hourly. You can see that we've broken out of it. But the 4 hour is more significant than this, right? So what I wanted to show you is that the 17K level, which is we wanted to break, which I talked about 2 days before, and Typhoon in the Discord also talked about, is that the 17K level, which is quite important, and the reason for that is that since we've dropped had the FTX drop, we've been creating lower highs, right? This is a lower high, this is a lower high, this is a lower high, this is even lower, just a little. This is a lower high, this is a lower high, and this is a lower high right now. So this downtrend is also confirmed in this price, right? Continuously getting lower highs. But we have some volume on the 1 hour chart right here, which has confluence with that 17K level. You can see that. Let me draw a line. A horizontal ray. Right here you can see the 6980, right? You can see that we've had some resistance. We had a little breakout but didn't quite make it. We had some resistance here, and in order to shift momentum there, yeah, we really need to break up the 17K level, preferably a little higher than this one, which is the 17.1ish, 17.1ish, or even this one, 17.2 approximately, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for in order to see a momentum shift for the near future, right? We're talking about the 4 hour and the 1 hourly chart right now. The divergence is on the weekly chart, so that's a whole different ball game, right? If you want to trade in the short term, then you're probably looking more like the hourly and the 4 hourly. If you want to swing trade and have DCA in holding positions, then you probably look more at the weekly and the monthly. So yeah, if we break this 4 hour line, let me see if we still are above it or not. Just a little, but you can see that we're getting rejected by that trend line, right? So what if we don't break that trend line, then it is very much possible that we will see a rejection and coming down to these levels again, and eventually maybe try again, trying to create a higher low. So lower highs compressing, price compressing. If this could be the case. If we don't break that level, then we could probably go down, try to create a higher low. If we do so, then this is a nice bounce where you can anticipate it on. So yeah, so that's the long and the short term. Let's just look at the Ethereum chart. Oh, what? Wait, I just had to say that the one thing that is looking good again is that we are breaking above the EMA ribbon again, and the EMA ribbon starting to go green. So this is also a very good sign. So yeah, we're at a potential crossing right now in momentum for at least the immediate short term, and yeah, that's where we're looking at right now. Let's just look at Ethereum, which is yeah, failing to break break this very important level, you can see that we get rejected every time right here. We get rejected here. You can see the significance, right? This line is very important for traders. And yeah, we can see that momentum shift if we if we can break that level, retest it, and hold it as support. So you can see the EMA ribbon is trying to curl up again. So will be interesting couple of hours. The only thing that is maybe concerning and could also offer us a rejection is that tomorrow Jerome Powell will have the last speech of the year. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what he has to say about rate hikes, inflation, and yeah, this could possibly bring some volatility in the market. So if you are trading, please be careful and yeah, use your mind and use a stop loss because yeah, you don't want to get wrecked in these heat of the moment discussions, right? So one last thing I wanted to show you is in the BLX chart, which is the whole history of Bitcoin since the start of 2011. And I've crossed these halvings, and as you can see that I have to zoom in, but history has told us that we have approximately 11 to 16 months from the bottom till the halving, and that's what you can call the accumulation phase. And yeah, it is now exactly to the 16 months until the next halving. What you can also can see is that the bottom is reached somewhere between 11 and 16 months before the halving right now. So this could be an indicator that we are close or already reached a bottom. And the monthly RSI is going, MACD is going up as well. So yeah, these are interesting times. I do believe that after the halving, you can see after the halving, the significant gains will be made. So yeah, this is a great time, I guess, to accumulate your positions for the next bull run. If there will be one, will only time will tell. But you've got some time, and yeah, the real gains are made afterwards, right? So if you look at this was a 500% move. So you can see that historical data, the halving, so the low was right there, but after the halving, like we broke up the ribbon, this was a 2000% move and upwards, right? So yeah, you want to ask yourself, do you want to wait for 10K and really try to catch the bottom, or maybe even 8? I heard some people calling 8 as well. um, and do you want to wait for that and miss a possible pump upwards, or do you want to just DCA into the market right now, where it doesn't really matter if you're buying at 15 or 16 or 17 or 18, because if you make a 500% move after that, who cares, right? So yeah, that's the choice you guys have to make yourselves, of course. So yeah, that's about it for the little bit in the long term, the bullish divergence explained. I hope you learned something from that. I always try to give something educational in the videos, and yeah, I hope this helps you. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I would appreciate if you leave a like for the algorithm, and maybe a comment and some interaction on this channel as well. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for your attention. Hope you have a nice day or evening or whatever, or night, wherever you are. And that's it for today. Bye.